Hello students, today's topic is counter current mechanism. Counter current mechanism is a mechanism of formation of concentrated or hypertonic urine in higher vertebrates. Higher vertebrates, they have a special mechanism called counter current mechanism to secrete hypertonic urine, that is, which has more solute concentration. Let us see the diagram of nephron once again. Nephron consists of, the first part is Bowman's capsule, then proximal convoluted tubule, then this U-shaped structure is loop of Henle, and then there is distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. Let us see the part loop of Henle again. This is यहाँ से यहाँ तक. This U-shaped structure is loop of Henle. This is the descending limb of loop of Henle, which is going in the downward direction. This is the ascending limb of loop of Henle, in which the fluid is flowing in the upward direction. Again, the descending limb of loop of Henle, it has a first it has a wider region, then it has a narrower region. Same in the ascending limb of loop of Henle, there is a wider region and then a narrower region. So in counter current mechanism, which part is mainly involved? That is the loop of Henle. And again we have seen the glomerulus, that is the afferent and efferent arteriole, they are coiled around these tubular structures, proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule and the loop of Henle. They are coiled around. So I have drawn this portion, that is the loop of Henle. This is the loop of Henle. This is the descending limb, first wider region and then narrower region. This is the ascending limb, first the narrower region and then the wider region. And this is the blood vessel which is coiled around the loop of Henle. And this blood vessel surrounding the loop of Henle, it is called vasa rectum. Now if we take out this vasa rectum and place it here, and this is the loop of Henle, like this. This is what? This is the nephron. This blood vessel, it was present, it was surrounding the loop of Henle. It is present like this, but to explain counter current mechanism, we have taken this loop of Henle and placed it here. Now, this is the vasa rectum, the blood vessel surrounding the nephron. This is the descending capillary in which the blood is flowing in the downward direction, and this is the ascending capillary of vasa rectum. This descending capillary and the ascending capillary. And this is the loop of Henle with the wider region, narrower region, narrow region and the wide region. Now, as the filtrate passes through, we are beginning from here, as the filtrate passes through the ascending limb of loop of Henle, in its narrower region, you can see it loses sodium chloride. In the narrower region of ascending limb of loop of Henle, it loses sodium chloride by diffusion to the interstitial fluid. Whatever the space is present in between these tube-like structures, this whole space is called interstitial fluid. As the fluid passes in the narrower region of ascending limb of loop of Henle, it loses sodium chloride to the interstitial fluid by the process of diffusion, and it loses sodium ions and chloride ions into the interstitial fluid from where? From the wider region of loop of Henle in the ascending limb. Let us repeat. In the ascending limb of loop of Henle, when the fluid passes in the narrower region, it loses sodium chloride to the interstitial fluid, and in the wider region it loses sodium ions and chloride ions to the interstitial fluid. This is lost by the process of diffusion, and these are lost by the process of active transport. Now, as a result, the concentration of the salt increases in the interstitial fluid. Now, as a result, the water is drawn out from the collecting duct and the descending limb of loop of Henle into the interstitial fluid to maintain the balance of the salt. जैसे ही ये यहाँ से सोडियम क्लोराइड, सोडियम आयन और क्लोराइड आयन बाहर आएंगे इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड में, then the water from the collecting duct and the descending limb of loop of Henle, it comes out by the process of osmosis into the interstitial fluid, and this water is carried away and immediately it enters into where the ascending limb of the vasa rectum. Now this process maintains high concentration of solutes in the interstitial fluid around the loop of Henle and collecting duct, and this turns the isotonic glomerular filtrate, जो यहाँ पे फिल्टर होके आया था जब ब्लड से अल्ट्रा फिल्टरेट, that was isotonic, that has same ionic concentration as blood. Now this process turns the isotonic glomerular filtrate into hypertonic urine. Now let us see in the vasa rectum. The cells, the vasa rectum is made up of epithelial cells, and these cells, these lining of the cells, it is freely permeable to water, so ions and urea. Means water, sodium ion, chloride ion and urea, they can freely enter and leave the vasa rectum. As the blood flows in descending capillary of the vasa rectum, descending capillary, अगर हम किडनी को देखें, descending capillary is moving towards the medulla region of kidney, and ascending capillary is taking the blood towards the cortex region of the kidney. The descending capillary of vasa rectum towards the renal medulla, there is progressive increase in the concentration. We can see the sodium ions, they are entering, chloride ions are entering, urea, it is also entering, and water is leaving the descending capillary. And as the blood flows in the ascending capillary of vasa rectum towards the renal cortex, what happens? We can see the chloride ions, sodium ions and urea, they are leaving, and the water is entering. So this leads to this process, which simultaneously operates in loop of Henle and the vasa rectum. This leads to the formation of hypertonic urine, that is the concentrated urine, and this is counter current mechanism.